It's the end of the road for a living legend. Hello, I'm American Cars and Racing Executive Editor Gary Gaslew, and this is a car report. Mark your calendars, muscle car fans, because today, December 22nd, 2023, marks the final day of production for the Dodge Challenger after 15 years on the market. Dodge has delivered 853,000 of the two-door retro-style coupes since 2008. When it first launched, the top-of-the-line model was the SRT8, which had a 425 horsepower V8 that seemed pretty powerful at the time, but that was followed up in 2015 by the Challenger SRT Hellcat with a 707 horsepower supercharged V8 under the hood. Of course, that wasn't enough for Dodge, and in 2018, the SRT Demon came out with an 808 horsepower version of that engine that could also crank out 840 horsepower when running on race fuel. At the time, Dodge said that was going to be the end-all of muscle cars, but it added one final chapter this year with the Demon 170 that has a 900 horsepower version of that engine that's rated at 1,025 horsepower when you're running it on E85 ethanol. In fact, the last car off the line is a pitch black Demon 170. Dodge hasn't said exactly what's going to happen to it yet, but they'll let us know soon enough. Despite its age, the Challenger was the best-selling of the American pony cars the past 2 years, ahead of the Mustang and Camaro, and was leading this year through the third quarter, so check back after the new year to find out how things finished up. Along with the Challenger, Dodge also wrapping up production of the Charger sedan that's built on the same platform with a Destroyer Gray Scat Pack wide body model. It's delivered 1.8 million Chargers since that one launched in 2005, although it did get a pretty substantial redesign a few years after that. The Dodges, of course, have the Chrysler 300 to thank for that platform. It came out in 2004 and is also being retired today after 1.4 million came off the production line. The final edition being a velvet red 300S. As for the future of Dodge and Chrysler's car models, all we know for certain is that the V8 powered versions of the Challenger and Charger are going to be replaced next year by an all-electric vehicle based on the Charger Daytona SRT concept. Chrysler still hasn't confirmed what it has in the works to replace the 300. So far, the only model we've seen is a two-door liftback, so we don't know if there's a four-door in the works for Dodge, but what we do know is that platform can accommodate internal combustion engines as well. While Dodge has discontinued its V8s, it's got access to a new inline six-cylinder turbocharged engine that's being used by Ram and Jeep with up to 540 horsepower. And there's a crate motor version of it that makes 1,000 horsepower. So maybe we haven't quite seen the end of the internal combustion engine muscle car from Dodge quite yet. And if you want to make sure you find out if one comes down the line, go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel and head on over to AmericanCarsAndRacing.com every day for the latest automotive and racing news.